Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Radical series. So, today we're going to talk about how we grow through the experience of inequality. So, most of us have an interesting way of striving and thriving in life. And what is that way? That way is to grow through the experience of inequality. Now, somewhere, if you look deeper, it is a pre designed plan. So maybe at the soul level, we decide to grow through that experience of feeling unequal, and that's how we evolve in our life. And how do you know that? So, a lot of you who feel unequal today, you could be feeling unequal to your counterparts, it could be your siblings, it could be your spouses, it could be your friends, and you feel unequal. And that is what somewhere also keeps pushing you to grow. So, if you've not realized it and you look back and you think about your early years of growing up, and you realize that a few of you would have been born in a family which has maybe gender bias. So there was a different kind of treatment to the boy and a different kind of treatment to the girl in some cases. So there was like an unequal treatment. Or you could be born in a family which has color bias. So you maybe had a sibling and you always felt unequal because of the color. It could be that there was a perception of your sibling or your cousins being more intelligent, and so you felt unequal. Or there was an age difference. So sometimes the age difference between you and your sibling or your cousins is so much that you start feeling unequal. And there are many more experiences that you would have gone through in your growing up years where you would have felt unequal. And then what did you do? So to feel equal, you strived hard, you wanted to be better than the ones you felt unequal to, or you strived hard to feel that equality with them, right? And then what happens is that you not only are born with that kind of pre-designed plan, but because you keep growing with that feeling of being unequal, there is a deep, strong association in the subconscious mind of growth with that. And then you get very, very attached to that experience. So each time as you're growing up, you need to grow. What will happen? You will definitely invite an experience where you will feel unequal. And then you can feel that you're not being treated well, and you can blame people around you in your personal life, in your office life. But the truth somewhere is that it is you who is inviting and attracting that kind of experience. So you have to decide whether you want to grow through lack, whether you want to grow through unfairness, whether you want to grow through this feeling of being unequal, or you want to rise above this game. Like we have many students who feel that, especially with their husbands or in some cases with their wives. So in a relationship, sometimes you attract people and invite people because you have this need to grow through inequality, and then you feel unequal and you keep thinking, you keep fighting for your rights, and you fight that this is not fair. For example, I know this student of mine who felt that she was not treated equally like her husband. Why did she have to do all the housework? Why did she have to do this? Why was there so much of discrimination? And it's very later that she realized that somewhere, even in her early years, she used to have a sibling and she used to always feel unequal to the sibling. And for many reasons. And then it was this attachment to that experience that kept manifesting each time she had to grow. So it is time for us to look and introspect if we have this pattern. It can happen in the area of money also. So a lot of us want to earn a lot of money or become prosperous, which is fine. But we need to check what is the intent. So if the intent that you started with was so that you could feel equal to maybe your counterpart again or to people, you will interestingly realize that you made it when you make it big, you make that kind of money that you've been wanting to, then you suddenly find yourself amongst people who are actually even more prosperous than you. And then you again start the chase of now then becoming more prosperous so that you can feel equal to the people you are surrounded with. And then after some time, you realize that this chase is actually never ending because it is your need to feel unequal that even the goddess of wealth ensures that each time you achieved that kind of prosperity, you will be surrounded by people who are more prosperous so that you keep pushing yourself to grow in life. So, growth is great. It's important that we keep growing and keep evolving and not stagnate because what is not allowed in this universe is stagnation. But do you really need to grow through this experience of feeling not equal to your counterpart and always feeling somewhere lesser and then feeling that things are not being fairly treated or you're not being fairly treated? So you need to somewhere now rise beyond these dramas and these games because since we are perpetuating this, we are also equipped to end it. We can now start constructively growing. And today I'm going to share with you uh, 6 or 7 steps that we can follow to start feeling equal. And it starts with first recognizing your position and then honoring that position and honoring who you are. And trust me, when you recognize your own position and when you honor who you truly are, all those people who somewhere you perceive to be treating you not equally will actually treat you with equality. A lot of us still have this perception that everything is outside that is happening. But trust me, the more you work and change your inner environment, the outside people will actually shift their entire attitude towards you. You need to feel equal to your counterpart. You need to recognize and honor that you're equal. You need to believe somewhere that you are equal. And it's that shift that will bring about the outer shift. Or you can keep fighting this battle of striving hard to become equal to everybody around you, or especially to your counterpart. So if we are ready to do this, I'm going to share step by step, and you can work with this over maybe a week or so. So the first step is that when you feel that you've not been treated equally or you don't feel equal to your counterpart, what are the emotions you feel? So you could be feeling frustrated, irritated, angry, hatred. Because when you don't feel equal, you feel all these emotions. So you need to make a list of these emotions and R5 each emotion 7 to 14 times till you feel that you start feeling neutral. Then we go deeper and we work with the guilt of making others feel unequal in the past. And sometimes it could also be in the past life, but past life is a very is a topic that we work with at a different level of radical. So right now you can just work with the guilt of making others feel unequal. and forgive yourself for that. So all that you need to do is I archive my guilt for making others feel unequal in the past. The third is very important, that because we realize that each time we felt unequal, we have strived very hard to grow, we need to disassociate your growth with inequality and form a new association of being able to grow with equality and or growing with the feeling of being equal. Then you can look back and there is this inner child healing that we do. So to heal all the inner child that felt unequal in your childhood, so that somewhere we can heal those traumatic events, or even if they're not traumatic, those events that actually affected you, and have somewhere build that perception and then becoming a belief that I am unequal. So we will be announcing this each one heal one, where if you would like to join us and get this healing done, we will put it on the we'll put the links on social media. So this is very essential for us to start growing, and then eventually when we heal those parts to then there is this vision, the projection method, or we call this the method of visualization, where you can even visualize yourself treating yourself with honor and feeling equal. And that somewhere starts helping because it's creating familiarity to the subconscious mind. And the most important that we do in Redikall is to find the brilliance in even choosing this experience of inequality to grow all your life. So, what was the basic brilliance or the gift or the learning, so that you can just take that learning, imbibe it, and transcend that experience? So I've given you a few steps and you can do these steps gradually. And if you have any questions, please write back and we will help in helping you heal. Because it's important that all of us somewhere feel equal. We are all gifted as amazing individuals, and somewhere because of certain experiences, we've lost that belief in ourselves. And you need to believe that you are no less to anyone. So don't let any of those experiences of your life govern how you live in the now. So believe that you're equal, honor yourself, recognize and honor your position. And when you do that, everyone that has not been treating you with equality is going to treat you with equality. So we'll also do some R5 recitations so that these techniques actually will help. So let's close our eyes. And bring your awareness to your body. And recite with me. I archive my experience of inequality. I archive my experience of inequality. I archive my experience of inequality. I archive my experience of unfairness. I archive my experience of unfairness. I archive my need to feel unequal with my counterpart. I archive my need to feel unequal with my counterpart. I archive my need to feel unequal with my counterpart. I R5 my guilt of making others feel unequal in the past. I R5 my guilt of making others feel unequal in the past. I R5 my guilt of making others feel unequal in the past. I R5 my need to forgive myself. I R5 my need to forgive myself. I R5 my need to forgive myself. I R5 my need to feel equal. I R5 my need to feel equal. I R5 my need to feel equal. I R5 my association of growth with inequality. I R5 my association of growth with inequality. I R5 my association of growth with inequality. I R5 the brilliance in my inequality. I R5 the brilliance in my inequality. I R5 my experience. I R5 the brilliance in my inequality. I R5 the feeling of being equal. I R5 the feeling of being equal. I R5 the feeling of being equal. I R5 recognizing my position. I R5 recognizing my position. I R5 recognizing my position. I R5 honoring who I am. I R5 honoring who I am. I R5 honoring who I am.